record it. So now, as I told, I'm repeating certain things. Once you open Geoda, you will find these toolbars, actually menu, and then you have this, box opening where you have to really, open the input the shape file or your file which is suitable to be opened in Geoda. As I told to you, input file here, you can drop the file here, but better would be to locate the file where actually in the directory you have located. So click here and you will see all these extensions. Look at 2-3 things you note here. You may use the DBF file, database file. You may use Excel file. So Excel file, you may have Excel file issue and input, and you may also have the other file like shape file. These are the two main files we are going to use. So we are going to use here ISRI file, ISRI shape file. Look at the extension SHP shape file. So this file, what I will do, once I have done here, I will click on this. Look at the ISRI shape file, and I will click on here. It will ask me to open. All of you are able to see this?
Yes, sir.
So what is there? Now I will go to the directory where my files are located. It shows me somewhere, but I will not go to that. I have to go to the desktop. For example, I need to go to my computer. I have desktop, then I have basically I put everything in one folder. For example, classes. So I have to find that where my files are located in classes. For example, classes here. So 2021, and then I have, look at, that is what I'm showing, that how you may be tracking that where which folder you have kept. ISRI remote sensing, basically the Geoda remote sensing, we are actually doing this. State shape files, state shapes. I may have kept it here 2011. So state shapes. So now once I have done, then it is asking me where I have kept. I have created, look at here, all these files which I have given to you, uploaded, I've created and given to you. Andhra Pradesh, Assam, Bihar. So I don't need to open from here. Basically, I want to, for example, I am working on Andhra Pradesh. Then I have created a project file. So I said the Geoda project file. I have just created here. So Geoda project, I create one where you keep your state. So Geoda project, I got the Andhra Pradesh. I have put that Andhra Pradesh, copied and put in that folder. So I opened it. So because you are using only one state, so for you it may not be problem. So even if you do not create Geoda project file, folder, don't worry about it. But you open your, but if you have multiple, be careful. So that you are not messing up from that state to this state. You keep your state separate in one folder, and you know that this is the folder you are working. So Andhra Pradesh shape, for example, I just got it. Now I will say open. Now I see this. Now you see all of you, Andhra Pradesh.
No, sir.
Are you
The
able?
toolbar is visible.
That is the trouble, because now let me again share it, whether I can share it, because what is happening now, once you are doing, that was sharing, but now the sharing may not be working at all, because it is multiple file opening, no? So each file may not be shared properly even.
Sir, I don't know if this is the case with everyone or you, but I just wanted to say that for me at least, even the other toolbar that's gone, because when I clicked the shape file of Andhra Pradesh that I wanted to load here, they said that the file format is not supported.
Shape file.
Yes, sir.
No, no, the file format, you have to put the first, no? The first SSD shape file you have to take.
Yes, I just followed the steps you said.
Huh. All of you are able to open, because this is actually going to be big trouble for all of us, because we are not able to now see that how to do it. Uh,
Yes, sir, I had no problem while opening.
Hello, sir.
uh-huh.
Good morning, sir. Sir, regarding sharing of screen, uh, while we press the share screen button, there's an option of screen share. So whatever we will be doing on screen, the screen will be automatic shared. So I guess you can try that option, sir.
Acha, that option, I'm stopping share and again starting. Huh? You
Yeah.
tell me, because I am also, for example, I am trying to, I'm select window or application that you want to share.
So there's an option says screen at the top left while sharing screen.
No, share sound, optimized video.
Top left
Okay,
screen.
screen, total screen. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Just good boy. I'm happy that now maybe that was the trouble for me. I was
Let me work, sir. Thank you.
good, wonderful. Now you are able to see.
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Yes, sir. Now it's visible.
Okay, so now all the files are shared. Just 1 minute. Anyway, we will open as actually needed. So now you get it. Just let me minimize it. So now I'm keeping only the basic minimum, which actually you will be needing, and that I will be working on. So what you have now, just you see, I have 2-3 things, or I can open the file where it is located. For example, I have in the desktop, and you have classes. So now, so that we can see what you have to open. Should I do again for you?
Sir, it
Yes,
worked for
sir.
me.
Yeah, so all of you, some of you I can see in the chat box. This is most difficult actually part. What you have to do, you have to download from the TESOL. The shape file are uploaded. So all of you have to download that. Then what you have to do, I am closing the now your Geoda, so that I can tell you how to really do it again. So you have, I just keep these files because these are the essential for you. Now I type, for example, Geoda. So Geoda has come here and I have installed it. Now Geoda opens. So now you are able to see the screen now properly. So you have here the Geoda. So Urbi, just see that if you are
Yes,
finding
sir.
this, sure that others are also finding that difficult. If somebody is finding, so you have here now. Click on this to open the file. Click on this to open the file. If I clicking this one, look at ISRI shape file is coming up.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So if you click on it, then you go to the location where you have. If you go, because I have already given it the path. For example, I had desktop, then you had classes. Classes, you have to 2021 GIS remote sensing, then you have state shapes, and I have Geoda project files where it is. Look at Andhra Pradesh shape file is there. All of you have to unzip because it is zipped file uploaded. Are all of you unzipping?
Yes, sir. That was the trick. Basically, I hadn't unzipped, so I unzipped and then did it again. It worked.
So Andhra Pradesh. So you have to unzip. So you have to open Andhra Pradesh shape. Now this opens up. So all of you on the same page. All of you are actually what I'm telling.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So good. That actually. So what you have now, see this. You have two bars available here. One is that this is the toolbar of the Geoda, and another is the where the map is displayed. Unfortunately, they have put these two different because this is constant. What happened? This is constant. It actually remains there. This keeps on changing. Additional boxes keeps on appearing as you calculate or do any kind of calculations. So this keeps on changing. Now you see, these are the things which are there. Now, if you I will start with the preliminaries. So if this map is there, now you add map layer. Map layer means the same thing. Same thing. You can bring, I can bring one more layer here, but it will create more complication for you. Add more layer means that you can bring, for example, more layer. I can, these are the thing I'm just telling you the menu. Select, as you have in the selection process, you have invert selection, because if you have selected one and you want to invert the selection, means not one, but the rest of them get selected. So that inversion of selections. Add map layer. For example, I can add map layer here. And just I'm showing you, you do not do it because you don't have the map layers. Just I can go for another map layer. I can use it, ISRI shape file. And if I have state shapes are actually, go back even from there. I have India shape file, India state file, India state polygon. So I can say open. Now it opens. Look at. Now it is what it is showing. Some of the things still I am constructing. I have not constructed the complete map of India. Okay? Some of the states are still missing here and here. So I'm just working on it. So you have this. Look at how it is done. The India shape file, the state shape file has come, and India state shape file has come, and then Andhra Pradesh shape file is totally aligned to that. You understand? Similarly, I can take Maharashtra. For example, if I want to take add, and I say to that one and go to the, I have here India shape file, go to this and go to state shapes. And I have given you all these states. Andhra Pradesh I have taken. For example, I want to take Karnataka or Maharashtra. Where is Maharashtra? For example, Maharashtra. So Maharashtra will open. You can, but it generally does. What happened that sometimes it does not display properly because it is not complete GIS. So one or two shape file may display, and others may not display. That is actually trouble with this. So you can put it on and off. Look at when you put the India, because there may be the trouble here. if you, in the hierarchy, the way you arrange it. For example, if you, I'm just giving you trick. Whatsoever shape file I have given to you, if you open all, the all states map will be open, the state I have given to you. So assuming that, so you have this kind of arrangement. If you, for example, if I want to put off the India state polygon, and you say off, then you have these two visibles, and they may not actually correspond properly. So what I suggest, only open your own files, your own files, which is your, because you are doing that, it has limited capability in terms of manipulating. It is not ArcGIS, which will arrange everything as per the coordinates. So this trouble will come, because look at Maharashtra, I have made from the same coordinates, but Maharashtra is actually overlapping with Andhra, or actually there is some kind of thing. If Karnataka I put, it will maybe that, for example, if I put Karnataka, it will fill the gap. Esri shape file. So you can create, that possibility is there. So if you put Karnataka, look at, now this part of the district is complete. Andhra is the first, then Karnataka has come, then you can, similarly you can add Tamil Nadu, but for you it is just demonstration purpose, so don't do, or just you experiment with it, but do not do much more that, because you will not be needing, unless you have a problem basically of actually creating district wise some kind of southern state, for example. So you have Tamil Nadu, Kerala file, you have Karnataka file. So download your own, but you can additionally also can download, and you can see 2011 census map, which actually is given to you already. I have uploaded. But what I will do, I will clean all these things. I will go only to the Andhra Pradesh. So what I'll do, I just, in order to not to have any kind of residue or actually creating any trouble, what I will do, I completely close it, and I want to reopen it so that I have no problem. So quickly I will reopen it. Andhra Pradesh. So Andhra Pradesh reopens. Now you have these basically tools available, which can help you in increasing or decreasing. For example, look at. So if you want to see more, you can bring it, and you can also do amplify it like this, or you can do this as you do in the your imaging softwares. Now all these are, you can move it, pan it, move it in all direction, and you can expand the full extent. Here is something important. If you have good connections, internet connections, you can use this for your looking at the base map. This base map actually is a good addition, which was not available earlier in Geoda. You can add the base map of where this state is located basically for that. So for example, if you click on this, and if you just see, if you click on this on the base map, you will find no base map. You don't have anything, but you can add to that. Now, for example, Carto. These are the various websites through which actually linkages are provided by the Geoda. You have ISRI. You have day night. I mean, these are the here. OpenStreetMap. You try all these when you have good connection. For example, I can do here, I mean, day I can add. So they have these shape files available, which comes on in the background. So that if, for example, I press it, day, it will add. All of you see? Now behind all the India's map has come on that. Look at, this is Andhra Pradesh map. And behind this, all the background has come. I have added it. So for example, if you want to see, most often actually, if you remember, we taught you this growth pole theory and corridor development. For example, I am analyzing something in Andhra Pradesh, although it is not a complete GIS, which I say like Geoda, which we are working on, but assume that you have a complex GIS and you have analyzed everything. You put the base map and then you will find where are the rivers, where are the roads, where are the cities, and which are those districts. Although in ArcGIS you will label the each features, you can put the names also. Here it is not possible, but base map allows you to see it. So you have this kind of thing, this possibility. All of you able to see this? All of you able to understand this? What I'm telling? It's okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Now you can have this transparency also. For example, look at change the map transparency. If you do this, for example, transparency, if you do this, look at this bar. If I do, there is the way, for example, I can put it here where my Andhra Pradesh map become more obvious and the base map is behind. Base map is behind, and all the I mean kind of process which I am going to do, I can perform here with this map, this with the background. But sometimes for you, slight transparency is better in this the map layer, that you can see what is behind that. This is called superimposition, or actually the layering. But this layering process is actually not very complete here. As I told you that it has limited capability, but it is more advanced in statistical performance. But basically it is more made for the econometrics and geostatistics which we use. It is not a, it is just linked with the GIS environment, so that once you have easily shapefile data, you quickly perform, because Stata and other, they find it difficult to really perform any this kind of thing, and you have to do lots of programming. For example, we were doing for the something in Stata, you have to draw multiple line and actually the write down the statements to run a program. So you, which is easily possible in Geoda. So if you are doing in MATLAB, you have to work out so many things. If you are doing in Stata, you have to work out so many things. In SPSS, you cannot do that. But in Geoda, it is easily, you can do easily any kind of analysis, but it has limitation that it cannot handle the panel data or time series data. This is one big limitation for this software. But it is a free evolving software, and I think that for exploratory data analysis, for some basic data analysis, it's a fantastic software. As I have shared you the paper also, which initially I developed with minor help from here and with the MATLAB. So you have this possibility here, as I said to you, the transparency. Now I leave it here, this part, and now move to some other part. And I can also say, again, click on this and you say no base map. So your base map goes out because we don't need it. But only add base map because it takes lots of internet connection. It actually lots of data from you. Now you know this screen now. This screen. One by one, we will look at some of these screens, some of these things which actually there. Now, something is important. Look at the file. Here, actually, it comes file, save project, save as. If you do save as, it will say that, I mean, there's various ways actually saving where actually your shape file is going to be saved. But if you say that save project, so if you look at when I say save project, what actually it shows to me, this is new addition. A project file contains extra information not directly stored in the data source, such as variable order and grouping. A project file means that whatsoever analysis and additions and other things you will do, they will be stored together. Try to understand this. If it is different kind of thing, what actually we are working in the MS Word or other Excel, Excel saves its own file in Excel format. But in GIS software, any kind of file, actually, if you see, when you have unzipped Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Bihar, or actually UP, you have multiple files, 5, 6, 7 files. And these all files basically contain one type of info. The name is same, extensions are different. For example, DBF, you will find extension in that one, DBF. DBF is basically database file. Database file which has the information regarding the cells and actually attributes. We will see that, which actually we are handling here with the Excel. You have shape file, which actually has the, this is the shape file. I mean, that where actually these lines are drawn and other things, they are contained in the shape file. So once what I did, for example, I have file and I save project as, I will say yes. And in the project file means that again, Geoda will be able to, whatsoever file you will integrate and other things, it will contain, or actually any classification you do, that will be remaining there. So for example, I say that Andhra Pradesh project, Andhra Pradesh, I can see GDA, Geoda project is extension is GDA. I can save it here, Andhra Pradesh. Okay, it says successfully saved. So all of you can save Andhra as a project file, because once you quit it, then your all the classification in the normal save file will go away. But if you save it in the as a project file, which have recently they have added, you can save all these classifications and other extra information which actually it is giving to you. So you can save it. Now, so you have files and you understand this, you try these things. Now you have tools, weight manager, shape, points from table, create grid. All these are actually things, point from tables. You can, if your tables are there, you can create. Basically what is there, there are actually some format come the data where you can generate, I mean, centroid and other things. What is the centroid? Just I tell you because you will meet this. For example, this is the district. This is a district, assuming that this is the shape of a district. The central point of it is centroid. So what it does, it locates the point or location of the district. It will put a point here and give a name of the districts or ID of the district. That is called centroid. So you can create that one. You can manipulate these things, actually spatial join, you can join the dissolve. So all these things are available. But what actually we are going to this this manipulation, we are not coming here. We are coming to something like I just show you. These are the from the table. The table where actually you will need to look at what are how you will join. Look at, there is a calculator, there is add variable, delete variable. Just you see here, aggregate, merge, selection tool, invert selection, clear selection, save selections, move selected to the top, calculator, add variables, delete variable, edit variables, encode, I mean, you will not use most of the time, setup, number formatting. Just leave these two, and many things you will use from here in this menu bar. But what is there, this is also available here. For example, save is available here, the table is available here. When you press this table button here, the table box opens. For example, look at, when I am pressing this, this has opened. Press this one and this will open. Now what you have, look at, all the information is contained here. When I have given this shape file, it has been created by me, that where is Adilabad. For example, Adilabad. If I press it, I will know which one is Adilabad. This is the Adilabad district. If I press on Anandpur, I know the where it is Anandpur. When I press on third one, Chittoor, Chittoor is here. YSR is here, the district. East Godavari is here. So you can Guntur, it is here. It is similar to the ArcGIS, but you cannot label. In ArcGIS, what was possible, there was a menu available, format tool available. If you click on that label, so this name will appear automatically here on the screen. So you find that where it is located, but it is not possible here in this one. I was trying to find out whether there is some upgradation of it, but I don't find. Hyderabad is here, just you see. Karimnagar, it is here. Khammam, it is here. Krishna. So you have all these districts, Medak, you have Nalgonda. So all the districts pre-divided or pre-2014 Andhra Pradesh map is here with all the districts of 23 districts. Now you know that only 10 districts, even Telangana had, now they have created almost 20 districts, 30 districts out of that. So now the number of districts are changed, but it is 2011 census where the number of districts, whatsoever number of districts were there. So this is called the variables. Look at, this is one variable, or actually this is the ID for the each state. Now you have, I have kept it because we have taken Andhra Pradesh. It is which district? India admin 2. India admin 1, for example. India is the first admin and administrative number. I order 2 is the state. So state is Andhra Pradesh. Then you have India admin. You have one is code. What is the code? Code of Andhra Pradesh was in 2011 28. As you will find, look at here. If you look at here, you will find, if you open all your state file data, which actually you are working, it is 28. So you have this. Now district code is here. Fortunately, both the district codes are matching. So you will not do. Otherwise, what you have to do, you have to really put the district code. Whatsoever. Otherwise, what I used to do in Excel, I used to ask you that put the code. So now just try to see this. You have now India admin 1 code 28. Maharashtra is 27. Andhra Pradesh was 28. Now this is another kind of admin 3. You leave it. Now you come down to the same thing, 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I may have generated it. That the order, which order I wanted to do this. Then you have admin 2, India admin 2. Look at the something is matching here. You have 523 for Adilabad. Just this, I need your full attention here, all of you. District 523 ID is Adilabad, for Adilabad. Look at here, Adilabad 532 here. 533 for Nizamabad. Now I look at that, whatever is the Nizamabad 533. What I was telling to you, so this ID basically what is there, because we took, I mean from the census, this file, this whole thing is matching with this. That means this is the key variable. You all of you need to understand. This is the key variable. India admin 3 basically is a district. This is where actually you will put a key variable, India admin 3. So 532 is matching here with the district because no other things is matching. Either the name is matching, but name trouble will happen. Look at here. Name is also matching, name, but name problem happens because if you have misspelled anything, there will be trouble. In the number, there is a less possibility of misspelling. They are actually the writing wrong number. But look at here, YSR, it is written in capital, Y.S.R, capital. And you see here how it is written, Y.S.r. They will never match. So what you have to do, you have to take care that this kind of problem is not coming. And that is why we always create ID as much as possible. always create ID of the districts or polygons. These are polygon ID. Polygons are districts. Basically, they are polygons, and these are the IDs. Andhra Pradesh as a state will not have, because 00, because this total is Andhra Pradesh, so you don't need this any ID. Only when you are doing state level analysis, then this becomes meaningful, 28. Otherwise, it has no meaning for us here. So Andhra Pradesh is aggregate, and this all Adilabad 23 districts, basically Adilabad to Chittoor, they are having IDs which are located here in the district. So what now you see some very important thing, note down. There are two important things here, that there are ID variables which are located in your Geoda file table and also your Excel file table. And they must be same. They must be same in the sense this is also created in the text. And this is also basically the non-number of basically text, so that it can what happened now, you can create I mean put after creating the number, you can put in the text. For example, if you block any number and you say that actually put as a text, for example, if I do here and I say that format cell, and in the format cell I go to the text and I put as a text, okay, this file, this number will become text. So basically it's just only the small thing, format, but you must remember that what is the format here and what is the format here, both are created in the text. So just here I want to tell you, the format need to be same, the IDs need to be same. These things you remember. That India, I named 3, in each state you will have this. And in each state you will have districts. In each states you will have district, because that is the way we have created the, downloaded the shape file and Excel file from the census, and we have created. So do not change anything here. If you change anything here, that will go wrong and your file will not match. Assuming that this was not available, then what you would have done? For Adilabad, you have written down here 532. For Anandpur, you would have written down against Anandpur 553. So you would have created it. I'm elaborating on it because it is the key to really start the project. It is key to start the project. Remember it. It is key to start the project. Without it, you will not be able to integrate the files. Now, I basically leave it here, and you know all these things are here. All these variables are here. Area, I can delete it. So all of you can have two things. You can have all the data in the shapefile state and you retain it. For example, I'm making it bigger so that all of you can see. You have all these files, all these data. I have census. I just downloaded from the census. The density is also given in the census site. So I can copy and paste it. But here, look at, order of the districts are different and order of the districts are here different. So I have to see that which district correspond to which one. I have not done it because I'm only demonstrating for you. So I need not do. All of you need to do it. I hope that all of you have done it. So this, what I will do out of this, for example, I can retain all these because they have unique variable name. I can delete this gap. For example, I delete this. Density of population I don't have. I have not put anything here. I leave it here without anything. All of you put the data inside there. And all these things are percentage of urban population. These things are here. Now, what I will do, I will create a separate Excel file so that there is no confusion for me. What I will do, I have total rural urban in the same. Basically, for my practical purposes, I will need this data. Largely, this data I will need from here to here. But what I can do, I can keep all this data also with me. So that sometimes I'm curious to see that actual population, I can do that. So what I'll do, I will save this file. For example, what I'll do, what I say, some of you may be using the MS Office 365. Office 365, what it does, it is a concurrent licensing. For example, I have bought the license from the Microsoft. I'm using it as a concurrent license. What it does, it is, Geoda was actually updated maybe in October, November. But my Excel file every time getting updated. Basically, Excel software getting updated every month or every week. There may be possibilities, some modification they have done in this current version, where my Excel has become advanced to the whatsoever the format they allowed it in Geoda. That means if my Excel file becomes advanced, then my Geoda cannot handle this file. It means what I will do, I will always go and save my Excel file in the lower version. This is possible. All of you know now. This is possible. In every Excel, this is available. So what I will do, I will open this one. What I can do, the two way, open one new Excel file, copy and paste this, or actually save this as a new one file. For example, I go to file and you say save a copy, and it will ask you to browse. So I have basically where APGIS class final, you say the Geoda link file, Geoda link file. So I know now here you need to write down. Now you need to write down, you need to, which format you need to save. When you give the save as, you go to the lower version. For example, Excel is the XLSX is the most advanced, it is updated. You don't need XLSM file. You need to save Excel 97 2003 so that it is lower version and there is no conflict. It is always actually advisable, unless you know that both the software is compatible, there is no problem. But I'm not sure because which version you are using, what kind of advancement they have done. I'm not sure. That is why I go always to the lower version, saving it so that I can link. So Excel 97 to 2000 I can save. Now I have given it the Geoda link file. Why I gave that? Because then I will know this is the file I'm going to link to Geoda. So remember it, Geoda link file, or you give any name which you can remember that this is the file you are going to basically retain or actually join with the Geoda. So I say save. It's clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
So I say save. I'm going slow so that all of you located in different parts of the country, you are able to hear and know this. This ask me because I have online saving also. It will ask you that there is some compatibility issue and you say continue. Do not do that. So now my file is saved, Geoda link file. So now this Geoda link file, I know the sheet number is total. So remember this, the total one I needed, and it is Geoda link file. What I can do, I can,
Sir,
yeah, tell me.
Sir, sorry to interrupt, but I did what you said, and the density is showing, I mean, it's showing #ref ! For all the values.
Basically, there must be a link for that. Now, you have not created. So there may be, if you created a calculated value, now calculated value need to be converted in number. If any calculations or anything you have done, first you save it as a number. You know how to save it now. We have done it earlier. So for example, I told you that all these calculations, any calculation, for example, you remember, just I am demonstrating here. If assuming that I want to divide this number with this number, so I write this divided by this. Now this is a ratio. I did it. I will not take this division as such because this contain formula. Look at, If you press anywhere, it is any cell, it is formula. What I have to do, I will block this, copy this, and say that copy, and then again click on the same area and say just paste as number. It converts into number. It means formula is gone. Once I have done this, then only any cell is formula free. Take only the cells which are formula free. All of you have done it. If you have not done this for all these, I think that we had done it earlier. I'm deleting this because this is just only for demonstration. All of you have done it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. Om Vikas, done it.
Yes, sir. I have prepared the data and
So you have said,
formulas.
and Urbi, just save it, what I told you that way, and then save. Because if you take any formula, it should not create any problem. But if you have, and there may be, if you are copying from the net or anything, pasting, there may be lots of hyperlinks. You have to remove those hyperlinks.
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Sir, my Geoda software is not opening. Like when I import SHP file, it's showing some error.
You have unzipped the file?
Yes,
You
sir. I
don't-
want. Sir, I am getting problem from software end, sir.
From Geoda software.
Softwares. Yes,
Geoda.
sir.
So
Yes,
you
sir.
reinstall the Geoda again?
Yes, sir. I am reinstalling it. Sir.
You reinstall the Geoda. Geoda site I have given you. You download and install it. Anybody finding any difficulty? Because we move together. We need to move together.
The site is from GIT
Sir.
Hub, na?
Huh?
GIT Hub.
Yes. The same link.
Yes, sir.
Same link. Yeah, somebody was speaking. Because I have just minimized the screen. So I'm not able to see who is speaking.
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, when I open the table option in Geoda, mine is completely empty, sir.
How come it should not be empty now? So you have gone
Yes,
all
sir,
the
it is
files which are
completely empty.
completely empty. You have
Yes, sir, like,
how you have opened it? Who is speaking?
I am Santoshi, sir.
Santoshi, I am enabling you. Can you share your screen?
I'm not able to share screen, sir.
Okay. No, you should not give that one because, for example, even assuming that I close this file for all of you, close. I close this one. I open new, and in the new, which state you are doing?
Uttar Pradesh, sir.
Uttar Pradesh. Let me see. I am not sure what I have done because I did not open. It should not be any problem. I'm just going to see that Uttar Pradesh. What I have UP shape. Look at UP open. No, all the files are here. Look at.
Yes, sir.
Why you are not getting them?
No, sir. When I click at the table, it is completely empty, sir.
Here you are clicking. Look at my arrow.
Sir?
You have to you click on this.
Yes, sir.
Click on this.
Yes, sir. That is only that only I'm clicking, and it's coming completely empty for me,
But you
sir.
see, when I'm clicking, it is coming. Because all the files are checked. No, if there is any problem here, I will not get this map. So look at all the UP. I open the same file which I have uploaded.
Actually, I downloaded a separate only UP shape files, sir, not from the entire state file. Let me try that once and
No,
I'll
not-
tell you again.
At all the file is uploaded as a zipped file. You understand? Even the file which I
Yes,
have
sir.
uploaded to you, I have retained here. all these files are here. Look at zip file are here. I deleted it. So I have zipped from all these files for each one. It's state shape file. Look at
Okay, sir.
whatsoever I have uploaded on the TISOL. This is UP 2011 zip. No, that is there. You have down. You are
Yes,
downloading.
yes, sir.
And if I open this,
That zip
all the
file.
files are here. Shape file. All the 7 files are here. If I have missed anything
Yes,
out
sir.
of this, the trouble that I will not have. So it means that everything is there.
But for some reason, it's not
What you do?
showing for me. Sir.
No. What you do? You reinstall the Geoda, and
Okay.
which version of MS Office you are using?
I actually use LibreOffice. I use this.
That is that is maybe the trouble, because
There is problem with, I mean, not problem, sir, but it has option to load ODS files also. I don't think that is much of a problem.
so just try to do this, because I have very limited
Yes,
knowledge
sir.
on
I'll try to
the
figure out.
files and other. So what you do, reinstall and do that, and try to find out that how best you can manage it, Santoshi.
Okay, sir.
No, just do that. Anyone else facing trouble, and anyone can help her, because all of you are experimenting also. Anyone can help her. Any one of you? Anyone else are you? Anyone of you is also using LibreOffice? No one? So all of you are here?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Stepan is speaking. Any one of you are using us and can help Santoshi? Because I'm not able to understand, because Libra I never used. So some of you may be working on it. And try to, Santoshi, experiment with it. And if I find out some option, I will let you know.
Yes, sir.
Because
I'm trying to find out.
install and do that. So what I was telling to all of you, that I'm just closing and coming to my Andhra Pradesh, because the shape file I have, Excel file I have worked is, I will say file, then new, and then I will go to my Andhra Pradesh where I was opening earlier. So Yoda project file, I have Andhra Pradesh. So now this is what I have. Do you want to take a break or continue? Because we can continue, then we can save, I mean, we can complete at least some part of it. We can continue, or you want to take break 5 minutes? Satyam?
Break. So let's take a break for 5 minutes.
Meantime, what you do, some of you facing trouble, try to resolve. So it is 12:13. Now, just see, again, I'm coming to the same question, that if you press on it, the table, you will get this. This table should open, because this is important. Because unless you...
Sir, sir, now I opened from the total state shape files, and now I can see the tables.
now it is
Problem is solved.
okay. Wonderful.
Yes, sir. Now it is okay.
Santoshi,
Yes,
I'm very happy that you did. Because you are, where are you, boy? He must be installing the software. Hmm. So now you have this. So what I'm doing, I'm just closing and again showing you how to do it. So now this step is going to be crucial. Hmm? This step is going to be crucial. All of you now pay your 100% attention. Hmm? Once you have opened the shapefile, now we know how to open the shapefile. You have to open this table, and this table gets open. Now, once this has opened, you know that your file which you have saved earlier, Geoda link file, basically you are linking that file. Now here, if you click on this, anywhere, right click on anywhere, you see a set of things are emerging: aggregate, merge, selection tool. Basically the same thing what actually you get here table. If you right click here anywhere, you get this. All of you are getting, no?
Yes, sir.
In this one, there is something interesting: merge. So at this moment, we are going to work with merge. So all of you just see what I'm doing, repeating. Now, crucial step is starting how to merge a file. Because you need your data, what actually merging for what? You need your Excel data, which you have calculated, need to come in this one, so that you can plot it here and do several calculations. It is only possible when you can merge the file. So what you have to do, right click on it and you get merge. Now merge you get, and when you click on the merge, what I'm doing, look at here, merge, you press on it, click on it, and it open this. So now this has opened. Now input source, it is asking you where is your file which you need to input. So our Excel Geoda file is there. So what I will do, I will take it to the data source file. I will click on it, and it will ask you, it will open similar kind of thing as it opened earlier. So once, look at what I did, I clicked on it, it is opening, asking me to drop the file here. Either you drop the file here, or what you do, you go to location where you have saved. Now, once you click on this, now look at here, you do not need to open shapefile. What type of file it is? XLS, earlier version file. Look at, if you have saved new version, there may would have been problem. So you go to Geoda link file, which is the file format Excel file, which has the extension XLS, because it is up to 97 2003 file. So you click on this MS Excel. Once you have done MS Excel, now I know that I have saved it in Geoda project file. Now I have the Geoda link file here. It means I click on it and I say open. So it will open. Now it has come here. Now look at it, what has come here. When Geoda link file has all these variables, look at, all these variables are here. State is there, district is there, level is there, name is there, true is there, number of household is there, total population is there. All these variables which I have calculated, they are here. Now it is asking me to include. But before including, I wanted to show you that what they are. Now merge, now I'm coming here. I also look at this panel. Method, what actually method? Merge. Stack means they will be somewhere stacked. They will not be sequentially merged. So what we are doing here, we are only using merge here. So remember, merge is automatically clicked. Merge. Parameters, merge by the key variables. That what I was telling you earlier. Current key variable. What is the key variable here? Current. What was that key variable? District, no? Remember? That was the district where I was showing the numbers were written. So what is the current key variable? Sorry, the current key variable in this file, my file, it is Geoda link 3 admin. This was the look at what is there, 3 2. This is the 3 532 553 554 551. These are the, so India admin ADM 3 underscore 2. This is the thing which actually I need to have current key variable. Import key variable. Import key variable means the Excel file key variable. Excel file key variable was the district. If you remember, the district had the numbers. So what is that? It is the district. Now you have these two key variables. Key variable is this number here, and in the Excel file, it was the district. Remember, close the file before you merge. Do not keep the Geoda link file open. Close the file. So you keep file closed. So now these two files are there. Now it is asking me merge by record order. I'm not doing that. Merge my record order means order as they appear here, order as they appear in the Excel, they will be merged. But that may create trouble because I have Adilabad here in the first, and in the Excel file, there may be something else. That means I have to use key variables, not the merge order. So what are the variables you are going to include in the merging? So what I can do, I can include all. If I want to include all, I can say this double forward. Just all these have come. Up to here, it is okay for all of you?
Yes, sir.
If anybody facing trouble, let me know, because these are the crucial steps. What I have done, just to see how the key variables I have selected from the Excel file, key variable I have selected from the admin. One way to avoid that, you remember, always write down which are the key variable in both the files. So it is easier for you. Otherwise, you put the same name, that is also possible. So that you can easily the same variable name. So now once I have done here to here, and I have forwarded all these things to here to include, I will say merge. Once I do merge, the message comes, file merge into table successfully. All of you should get it. All of you got it? Just check it.
Yes, sir.
All of you got?
Yes, sir.
Anyone facing problem? Then you say, okay. So now what you have, literally just see, if you increase this table, you see all the data, what you were calculated here, all have come here. Female work participation rate, percentage of population. So all data.
Sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Yes, sir. So I missed the part after you said link the file, because I was getting problem in linking it because the variables, I had repeated some variables like state and true. I did not delete it earlier. So now I deleted it, and can you please repeat this step, sir?
What you have to do, should I repeat it again for you? Yeah, so what I'll do, I'll just do, I repeat it. Allow me to close it. I'm repeating, I'm just starting again, because all of you need to understand this. Now, what I said to you, that these are this is the Andhra Pradesh. This file is appearing. This is where I have my Geoda link file in the Excel. Look at how my Geoda link file appears. You must keep the file in a proper order. And your total, you also need to understand this. Your total need to be the first worksheet. You can delete this, you can delete this, you can delete all other worksheets which are there, rural, urban. If you right click on this, you can delete it, delete. Yes, you can delete. Yes, so that you can delete census also. What I did it, delete, delete. So now I have only total, which is having my all the data. Look at how the data is organized. The first row is the row which has the variable name. And I told you that how the variable names need to be constructed, and rest are the data. So there is no gap, there is no extra cell here. I don't have any gap or row which are empty here. So it starts and it comes down very smoothly, is a clear, clean data. So I have this clean data and I just save, and now what I do, I close this file. This file must be closed so that this Geoda link file is not open in the Excel, so that it can be joined. Now this I am keeping this open so that all of you can see where I have placed my, this is the folder in which I am keeping, and folder is open here. Now I have this Excel. Now I'm repeating this. I have this table. Now table has come. Now I pressed on the table, it has opened. Now what is happening? It is showing me it is already joined, even if I have done this because it's perhaps saved it. So what you have to do, just I want to say that I'm not joining, but you do this joining. I'm again pressing it. I have joined it, but still I repeat it. Now right click here, go to the merge. Go to the merge. In the merge, you have to select the data source, which is the external source of the data. Basically Geoda link file, this file, you have to go to navigate to this. So for this, you have to press your data, select data source. And once you press on it, this window will open. This window opens, then you press on this one. Again, you have to select the file type. Once you press this file type, again, this what type of file it is to be joined, you have to go to MS Excel and do MS Excel, locate your folder where you have put the data. For me, it is opening, otherwise navigate. So I have Geoda link XLS file. So you press on it and you say open. So once you did it, it opened. Geoda link file has come here, name. Now you be careful, method is merge. The merge by key variables. Merge by key variables. The first current key variable means that what is actually in your Geoda. If you have opened this one, you will find one India admin 32 is here, the where actually this is the actually the main variable, key variable here, because this number is here 532 533 532 553. All these actually ID variables are here. If you open, you will see that it is the last one. So 532, not 531, 532. So if it is the key variable, current key variable here. So if you do that, current key variable, you have 5 India ADM 32. Now import key variable. As you know that I have told you earlier that district is the key variable in Excel file. So district, basically it contains the same number as actually contained here in admin 32. So you have district. So current key variable, you go district. Once you have done that, these two, keep that one. And what you do, because I want to merge all these variables, so I will do double forward here. So I do double forward. I want to remove some of them, then I will say remove. But I need all the variables. So what I will do, I block here and I do all the forward here. So this is possible to select, deselect. And then I will press merge. I'm not pressing here because I already merged it. If you press the merge, you will say successfully data merged. It came, you do all of them. I repeated it. Any problem all of you faced?
Got it, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful. I mean, this was needed to be repeated. Thank you for asking this, because I think that by repeating, all of you understood it better way.
Yes.
So
sir.
because I'm not doing this kind of thing. Again merging, so I kept it here. So now look at my data is here. What you can do now, go to the file and you say save, so that your data is actually whatsoever you have merged is saved. Now look at all your variables are here, whatsoever you needed. Now the first task which you may start with this exploring the data, now one by one we will take up. Now up to here was the crucial for joining the data, and this crucial aspect was there for you to understand that how now we will go initiate the mapping tool. Mapping. So how to map the data? Now I'll try to demonstrate. I'm opening one, I'm trying to arrange this whole thing in my window so that all of you can see the screen. I can close this one because once over file I want to open, I can open from here. I can also close this one. What I will do, I will open one file here about which actually Excel I tried to present here for all of you, that how to join the data. I will, and what to do. Because how to sequentially go through. So this is what actually we are going to do today. I'm just arranging so that all of you able to see the screen. So this is your screen. Now all of you are able to see this, trying to arrange it. Now what you can do through the mapping in, we have all actually now this part we have completed today, joining the data, key variable, each rows, some minor operations you can do that. I can tell you more about it because I think that operation I could not tell you. It is possible. It is possible. It is possible to create some addition, subtraction like Excel in Geoda also. So what you can do, if you press this table, for example, press this table, there is a, I mean, a kind of thing is coming here that these all the cells are open, and right click here. If you click right click here, you have selection tool, invert selection, clear selection. If selection means that you can press on anything, it is selected. So if I say clear selections, it goes out. Selection goes out. Then I have now what actually basically will need, for example, something you want to calculate. For example, I want to take log of the population sometime. I mean, or actually I want to join two variable. So you have, you can do calculator. This calculator is also possible. You can add variable, a new variable you can add. Rename variable. You can rename them, these variables, as you like. So that if assuming that, for example, percentage ST I have written, if you click on this, you can go and rename the variables. So calculator, for example, calculator, if you press calculator, this comes up. This appears. For example, if I want to have add variable, sorry, calculate or calculator. So you press calculator and this comes up where you want to calculate, or you can add variable, new variable, or actually you can change any other variable. So for example, I want to have, I mean, a kind of some basic thing is gives you. Univariate means you can have log of that, or you can do something. Add variable, I say add variable. I want to take log population. and what type you want to have. Look at type real, integer, string. So I may have the real one. I mean, sometimes if population is less, integer, assuming karte. Or if you have decimal, you can have real. So I put the real. Given the example, just look at it. So you can have real. Insert before, where actually you want to put it. What may be the length, means how much character will be there. Decimal, how many decimal places will be there. They will appear like this. So for example, I say add. So I have added one variable which is called where it is. It is got added somewhere here, log of population in the beginning. Now I can calculate this. Calculator. Now I can go to univariate operation. For example, what operation I want to, which variable I want to change? Log of population. Log of population, I want to say natural log. You can base root, natural log base E, or square root. Look at how many things. These, you can change the negative. You can invert, you can square root, you can log, log base E. Deviation from mean, standardized, shuffle, standardization, and you have range adjusted. So many other format is possible, which we generally do not use. But what actually, for example, I take log base E, natural log. So I take log base E and variable, basically, which variable you want to, for example, total population. Total population, what I wanted to do, I wanted to do it log of, natural log of total population. So how I have written, just you see, log population, which actually my variable here, this is equal to a log of base E operator, which actually will assign it, variable name, which actually is there, which is total population. And now this formula is visible here. So you cannot commit any mistake. Log population equal to ln total population, and you say apply. Yeah. Now the log of the total population has come here. So I just told you, similarly bivariate. If you go for calculation, for example, calculator, univariate be performed, and first you add variable, then you have this equation here. Bivariate means you say the two variables add, look at, for example, total population minus total workers I can do, add, subtract, multiply, divide, power. I can do that. So which variable you want to do, you can put into that. This is left hand side equal to, which actually get result. And these are the determinants, basically how they determine. Spatial lag, I will come to that, because weight matrix you need and variable you need. Rates basically is something is divided by something else. So you have date and time you can do. So I'll come later on these things. Basically rates sometimes we don't use. We will use spatial lag, which you will get because we are going to use it much more. Now this is there and you can save it, this data. So what I'll do, file, save. So your file is saved. Now I will come here. Now from here, you there is another possibility also. To for example, I just, because I wanted to complete, you can sort it in ascending or descending order. For example, this is my order which actually I had created. So I can press it double and it gets, just press it double on here. Nothing changes. All of them change together. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one order, ascending order. So Adilabad, Nizamabad, Karimnagar to Chittoor. I just press double, again, it becomes double click, again it becomes reverse order. So there is a possibility to see sometimes outlier variable. For example, if something has huge population, then you can say outlier variable. So you, for example, number of household, total population. There may be possibility that some of these have huge number of population. So if you can see, so you 2 million, to that you have here about 5 million population. The two districts. Which are these districts? These are the East Godavari and Rangareddy districts. This is a huge population, total population. So sometime outlier variable we can see, and if you have, for example, a percentage ST population, and you want to see which are the outliers are actually the extreme variables. So you can see there observations. So you can see only 1.24%, only the tribals are here. And which are the districts you can see then? Go down to the first district. What is that? Hyderabad. Hyderabad has only very limited number of ST population. And then you have 27% here. Which are the district? Which is the district? This is the Khammam district. So you can look at through this. Similarly, urbanization, you can see, sort it out. Only 14%. For example, Bihar's average population, which is the district, is Mahbub Nagar. Mahbub Nagar is under urbanized. But which is that? Hyderabad is totally urbanized. And then you have 70%, which is Rangareddy. So you can also sort out the variables here. So this is possible. This is possible to sort out and look at it. Now from here, we go to another operation, how to really plot the data. We will go one by one. I think that time is limited to today. We can look at something interesting, plotting the data. And there is a plotting. Look at, there are multiple ways you can plot. All these are there. Scatter plot, box plot. All of you know box plot? Anyone of you know box plot? What is this? May not be knowing. So what you
So
have,
we did it in quant. Yeah.
you did it, no? From
Yes, sir.
median to the quartile, upper quartile, lower quartile, you generally match. This is the whiskers, and then the top, highest and the lowest. So outliers, I mean various ways you select from the hinges. You know the hinges, no? Also. So hinges and other things are there, which I will try to explain you, and you can do it. I mean, there is no possibility to calculating and going explaining you, but I will try to explain them. So you have, for example, I'm just coming because we have only limited time available, 10-15 minutes, but let us try to see this so that we can complete in more, I mean, try to understand in a better way. Now, if you say map, it gives you large number of option. We will look one by one, all these. One by one we will look. First, we come to the quantile map. Now, let us see that what are these quantile map. What are these quantile map? Now, and these are the possibilities what I was telling you. So there are two categories, things you can do in the Geoda. If you look at this presentation, which I've tried to organize it, basically common map, which is quantile map, natural break map, and equal interval map. So you can do this kind of plotting, and there are specialized mapping or classification, which brings out the extreme data. Most often we do not engage with them. This is the common thing which generally we do, the first three. And these first threes are also very common in ArcGIS. These are some of these, like box map is extra, which is not in ArcGIS, but it is available in this one, Geoda. Percentile map is not there in ArcGIS, but it is available here. So you have, this is a common frame which actually we use. These are the things which actually we try to find from the what kind of distribution you have in the data. And because you are dealing with the econometrics, statistics, so you have this special thing. There is also unique value map. That is actually each polygons have their own values. Co-location map is sometimes becomes very confusing the way Geoda are organized, but there is a bivariate mapping which I will show you sometimes in ArcGIS through online. And then you have a custom break map which actually we often use. We put our own. So what I'm doing that I'm starting from the quantile map. Now common map, this is quantile map. You know, quantiles basically are the equal classes. Quantiles, all of you know that from median. So you are number of actually the equal part. If the observations are divided in equal parts, they become the kind of thing. So a quantile map is based on the, I'm just repeating that one, all of you have done. I mean, I think that all of you are doing from the 10th class. I need not actually repeat it, but just to refresh your memory, I'm talking about it. The quantile map is based on the sorted values. As you know now, median, how you calculate? You have to arrange the data in ascending or descending order. So quantile map is based on the sorted value of variable that are then grouped into bins. Bins means bands, basically equal range, into bins, clusters, basically bins are, that each have the same number of observations. For example, all of you are assume that 30. So 3 quantiles means 10, 10, 10, 30 students. And this is called same number of observation, the so-called quantiles. If I do the 4, then 25, 25, 25, 100, 20%, 20%, 20%. So the first quartile, second quartile, when you basically a quantile map is classified into 4, it becomes quartile. If it is classified into 100, it becomes percentile. And if it is classified into 10, it becomes decile. So 10, 10, 10, 10, you have 10 groups. So this is exactly what I told you. And then let us see that how the quantiles are prepared. What you have. Now you have here what you have. You in Andhra Pradesh, I had 23 districts. Now 23 districts, assuming that I want to do quartile. How lower when we do quartile, it means that which are the districts which have the lowest number of variable values in that selected variable. So the first 25%, then maybe the another 25%, then again another 25%, another 25%. So just you see map and you go to the quantile map. I want to do 4. So the 4 is basically a quartile map. When you do a quantile in 4, as I told you, it becomes a quartile map. And you go to here, it becomes a decile map. So I want to do 4. When I do 4, and what I want to do, for example, I want to see urbanization. For example, I want to just see urbanization. Urbanization, the lowest 25% of the districts, the next 25% of the districts, the next 25% of the top 25% of the districts. So I say percentage urbanization, and I say okay. Now look at the another window opens. It shows you which are the districts with the high, the top. Now look at when you do this, something is emerging out of this. You have now how to interpret a map. Here you do not, there is some order, but not actually that, very good original pattern. But yes, there are something interesting. Let us see first here. So the first one, 14%. As I told you, the lowest was in the Khammam district, 14%, and then the highest was in Hyderabad, 100%. So Hyderabad is here. as you know. So you have the lowest 25% of the district in terms of the urbanization, then another, this is the 25, 25, 25. And that is where 6, 5, 6, 6, because you have the number which is not, if you have 24, then it is divisible into 4 equal order. So what it has done, it has automatically calculated like 6, 5, 6, 6, 6. This is the order it has created and divided into equal parts. So below 21%, assuming that below 21% of urbanization, which are the districts? Basically, it is this district, this district, this district, this district. What actually, and this is the district which is closer to the Orissa. How I find it here, what I can do, I can add my base map in order to understand the geography. Sometimes you don't know where they are located. For example, I just do that. I add here, this is the better one I found, a day. Or you can do Cartolite. Cartolite also is good. So if I do that, now what is happening? Your map is appearing here. Look at on the map. Now what I do, I go to the contrast, change the map transparency. I bring here. Put it here, map transparency, so everything is visible to me. So I put it here. So I know that where actually the interfaces with the, it is Orissa side. It is the middle belt. It is the middle belt. So what actually I can say, the southern part, I mean, it may be linked with the geography, other states are actually, it is maybe independent, you can interpret. How will I interpret the map? That it appears, or actually the data shows that the southern districts of Andhra Pradesh are more urbanized. The middle part, you can find out which are these districts. They are lower urbanized, but so this and northern parts are basically lower urbanized, except Rangareddy, Hyderabad, and these are the districts, and one these districts. So you can see this pattern. Northern part slightly is lower urbanized. Southern part is a contiguous area which is highly urbanized. Now you can bring it, because this, look at this, this is above 27% of the urbanization, but there's a random distribution of highly urbanized above 33% districts. This randomly they are distributed. So but there may be possibility that they are clustered together in some variable. So you have, for example, this kind of possibility of map. Now this is the part of your interpretation which you will write in your assignment. I will explain it further because your time is over. So we will again go through it, and we'll do that again. Any question all of you have till this time, what actually we today went through? This is a very crucial step. Now this step we need to really repeat. We move from here to mapping, to scatter diagram, to other kind of thing. So from here we will move to the other kind of thing, and then we'll return back to the calculation again. Return back to the calculation again. Any questions all of you have?
Sir, hello.
Bolu?
This
Yeah.
is I got MP Madhya Pradesh as my assigned state, and in my table there is Jhalawar from Rajasthan on my table, and so when I create the quantile map, that is showing as undefined. Madhya Pradesh.
But Jhalawar is also coming in that.
Yes, sir.
I missed it. I created trouble. Let me see. So that means that I have not perfectly created, no? Jhalawar is also coming. Jhalawar in Rajasthan. That should not be there. Let me check it. This will take few minutes. That is a heavy software. 1 minute to open it. Yeah. I can look at similar kind of, this is the ArcGIS. I can open this file what I have from the desktop, classes, Geoda. 2001. Okay. You had what one? Gujarat, no?
No, sir, Madhya Pradesh.
Madhya Pradesh. I made a mistake. So Madhya Pradesh is here. I'm opening this file. So I have Madhya Pradesh. Yeah, it seems that I have blocked all the districts. Look at this is a ArcGIS interface. All of you also see the similar, look at similar open table also appears here. So as you saw earlier, it is appearing here also, the similar. Now, if here it is a possibility to label it. So label feature, now what happened is here, label feature, it appears all. So the Jhalawar has also come now in this. So and just let me put another state shape file. Just 1 minute. How to I don't have a state shape file here. Just I myself have placed in such a complex so many folders. I forget at the end of the day that where I have kept my files. India shape file. Okay. There's no layer here.
Sir, it would be the state shapes 2011, right? Because that's where we were taking your files from.
I am using India shape file. Anyway, just I'm using the state shape file. Give me, I have another folder where I have located the states. I am not getting any file. I moved it. It has also not worked. What I'm doing? So now what has happened here, just I'll show you. If I have made a mistake, look at, who was telling, can you tell your name, because I have put the screen off.
Yes, sir. It's Teresa.
Teresa, just you see, Jhalawar I have wrongly copied. You understand? What the borders are showing, I have just overlapped it. The borders which actually shown by the ArcGIS is that Jhalawar is an extra district, which actually I should have not put it here.
Yes,
So
sir.
that, and the same thing, what actually I was telling you, just I will take 2 minutes. The same thing you can do in ArcGIS, but that is the trouble with the licensing, because it is licensed to the institute, and I got one license from the institute. So, for example, Madhya Pradesh, you can create quantile map here. Different base, actually, you say graduated color and values. For example, I don't have any joint file, but assuming that I take value of admin 2, graduated colors, I take the admin 3, I take this any of, for example, mapping this one, and I say apply. Look at how the map comes. So you basically have the similar interfaces as you have. But here it is, it is easier to, some way operate. But given that it is a heavily priced software, so we are not using it, but much more you can do. Here it is a possibility to put in the ArcGIS, put all these variable names and have a better map. For example, you can have a district. You can also label the states. So you have label feature if I do. So you know where Uttar Pradesh and others are located, and you can take it. So it is that way it becomes better. There is lots of other kind of features available. But what I will do, what actually we are trying to do, we are trying to do this in Geoda. And look at here, all these, sometimes we even use this, because if you look at the properties, and mapping properties, you do not have all those kind of features which actually you do. You have unique value feature, but you do not have in the quantile graduated symbols and other thing, your dot density you have, but you do not have those kind of advanced linked with the statistics. They don't have here. You have to compute and bring it here in the this one, but it is better interfaces it has for the editing and other kind of thing. So I stop it here. So what I will do, Madhya Pradesh, I will what I'll do, I delete Jhalawar and send it to you again. Will be okay, Teresa?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so I will delete Jhalawar and work on the file and send it to you. Anyone of you has any problem?